is cool. That track is cool, you know, just because it's on this label or that label. Music for me was never just about which DJ played my song, which label was cool. It's always been much more than that. Music has touched generations, liberated cultures.
It's time for Power Hour.
Just close this fucking door. Close the door.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Monday evening stream where, nearly 24 hours ago, we had the weekly candle close. Buyers defended the weekly zone, and here we are up 4%. I mean, we're so elevated now that threatening all-time highs, threatening Hay songs. Bitcoin is only 1.7% away from a fresh all-time high. And so there you go. The bearish divergence it played out. What kind of play out did we get? I mean, it was a 10% pullback, but too much demand, too strong. And now off that weekend rally, we're continuing higher, but we do have an unfilled gap on futures. It looks kind of weird, kind of sus, but this is just amazing. I mean, the fact that we're above $109,358.01 is everything, because that is the old all-time high from January 20th to the cent. All right, so that is just something to be happy about, excited about, because you got to wonder, now are we going to go to that 114 level, which would be a 113% retrace from that previous high to low? The shark idea discussed very early on stream. If like we had, we're not playing fortune teller here. We're just talking about scenarios. Like if there was a bullish macro this week, on equities, and Bitcoin was going to continue to run, then you just have a shorter term target of right there, like a 113% retrace, which is, it's like $114,300. So you got some more upside. Let's hope it's real. Let's hope what we're looking at is sustainable and will take us up there. Daily RSI on Bitcoin's amazing because the buyers have recaptured the bullish control zone, which is above 60. Give me an audio check, make sure we're good here. You never know these days. Switching between computers from 4K to 1080. Dude, it is just... You don't know. You just don't know. Pulse Playa wants alt season. Well, not all of them look good, but good God. If I wasn't just looking and saw one and almost spit my coffee out earlier. Saw a comp and was just like, dude, this is it. This is it. Structural development, matured, at key inflection point. 3 valleys. All right, that's what I would take a shot on. 50% upside. But yeah, I mean, I bet there are others that had some things, some setups and all that too. But like Solana didn't have a good setup. Ethereum was at the bottom of the rectangle with that partial rise, and Bitcoin rallied. So guess what? Ethereum's going to rally too. So you're getting pretty close to invalidating a partial rise, which is incredible strength. But thank you, Bitcoin, for saving the entire market, entire crypto market. Yeah, so just phenomenal. Where you'd think that Bitcoin dominance would be flying higher, I think it maybe was going higher, not anymore, because Ethereum's up 6% now. Really started exploding up this afternoon. What was it? Bitcoin dominance, real quick. Let's look. Flat? Yeah, super flat. Only up 0.14%, because altcoins are performing equally as well to the US dollar as Bitcoin today, collectively. But still up there, man. Here's the Bitcoin futures chart that is kind of weird-ish. Like, are they going to fill the gap soon? Dude, you're just up there. There's kind of like 2 unfilled gaps, really, I think. Like 104.665 and then 109.3. You're just up there, man. Because they ran this thing when futures was temporarily closed for 60 minutes, as they do that every afternoon from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. All right, just gapped up, and a back test going down to 109.3 to fill it first would be kind of nice, because you don't have to worry about the gap fill, because it would have already filled. So that's where we are, man, on futures. And as we discussed, it would make more sense for a 113% bear shark pattern here, because there was never any real forms of good bearish divergence, because right, CME futures closed on the weekend, so spot had more data. And again, just showing you real quick. All right, man, had a tough workout, like my first workout after recovering from being sick. So yeah, tough day, man, very tough day. Not on the portfolio, but on the body. So the 113 on futures is $115,200, and at that point you could understand how we could get some bearish divergence on both oscillators by the time we got there. It'd just be a good target. Nice to see, really. Oh, I mean, let's not even talk about 97K, Jonathan. Jonathan likes totals, I think.
I like turtles.
Yeah, he does still. I mean, look left. I mean, 91.8, 92K is unfilled. It's ridiculous. Lots of unfilled gaps, or a decent amount of unfilled gaps. Someone could say 97K. Sure, candle close, yeah. 96.7, 92K, and now 109.1 or whatever, though. So yeah, we can look at total market cap real quick. Remember how it just never saw an actual 886 perfectly, like by the, you know. What's up, Sharknonymous?
Sharknonymous dipped $25. Took a swing at this other day. Can we look at high frames and mod to time? I'm Gachibas Party Parrot.
Excuse me? Did you just like curse at me or something? Those are a lot of words, man. I'm gonna try to decipher that. Mogged coin. We'll look at mogged coin, or whatever it is. Thank you so much. Yes, the answer is yes. So with total market cap, right? 3.53 trillion was the pattern completions in, and we never got there. So maybe we could see that officially, and then you've just got. Really, at the 88% retrace, you have confluence of a resistance from January 6th. Right there, that you reversed. So that would be a good level to target for on total. And if they were ever able to break that, it would be crazy. Then you'd be looking at 3.6, 3.67 trillion, which is, you know, old all-time highs. Yeah, so that's underperformer because altcoins have been underperforming Bitcoin massively. Bitcoin would be up here right now if this was the Bitcoin chart, but not. It is not. So, okay, well, all kinds of Bitcoin discussion. I mean, does anyone know if what is it, Paraguay is adopting Bitcoin now? I don't know if that was fake news or not, but that's massive. That's news, right? That I think that happened today, and then something also spectacular happened where, as of today, BlackRock's IBIT spot Bitcoin ETF became the fastest ETF in history to reach $70 billion assets under management. So I would say that's a huge feat. It would be the first in the time. I mean, it only took 341 days, where the second ETF was the IEFA that took 1,773 days to reach $70 billion assets under management. And there it is. Paraguay made Bitcoin legal tender, which I think is massive. So two really good things happening today. I'm sure it just like the news catalysts are just gonna appear. They're just going to randomly appear even on bad days. Like, oh, something good's happening for Bitcoin. Someone's adopting it. More and more and more. Michael Saylor bought more Bitcoin this weekend. There you go. He's not stopping. Michael Saylor was on Jordan Peterson's podcast. Really good. Really good podcast. You should listen to it. I think it's like an hour and 25 minutes. Bitcoin is an ideology that was then turned into a protocol, which is very, very real. And I love that. So it is really the theology of Bitcoin that has made it so strong in a way, conviction, which you have to have on an asset that's going to be some sort of store value. And it is just hard to argue with it not being a store value at this point. I mean, we're less than 2% away from all-time highs. That means like anyone that ever bought Bitcoin in the world is up on whenever they bought it for now. Until we hit 114,000 and then it's over. Just kidding. But like we were talking about at some point yesterday, if the daily is not great, weekly you're kind of like, oh, I don't know, man. Then it's like we looked at the monthly and it's like, dude, it is unbelievable. Monthly is Kangs. Monthly is like threatening. Yeah, we're going to 121 this month, dude, in the next 3 freaking weeks. That's what it looks like here, doesn't it? Remember last month we had the highest monthly candle close in human history, and here we are in the new month. We're at the highs of the month right now. And guess what? We are higher right now than we ever were in December and January. At those old peaks, the crazy all-time highs, 2 different ones right before we corrected, we're higher as I'm speaking to you. I don't know how you can't get somewhat or be somewhat happy or feel vindicated about your conviction on the fundamentals of this asset. Truly a sight to behold. Anyway, measure Bitcoin analysis.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Here's Ethereum up 6%. My God, man, I thought it was over, and then it wasn't. It's like, nope, dude, if Bitcoin goes higher, screw your rising wedge, or your partial rise, excuse me. No rising wedges here. Well, for Moon Boys, there's a rising wedge, but not what I'm talking about. So you're up against the 200 moving average again. Massive bullish engulfing candle. The buyers effing did it again. They defended it. It was over, and then it wasn't. Over June 5th and June 6th, and now. Going for the highest daily candle close since May 28th, which is just sad. What are you talking about, man? Hold on. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's going for its highest daily candle close since May 22nd. Well, it's really going for its second highest daily candle close in human history. Second highest. That's a silver medal, dude. Ethereum. Just going for the highest level since late May. If you compare them, it's just so bad. Still so many percentage points off, not just all-time highs, but your highest high from December. But yeah, you should rejoice because BlackRock's buying Ethereums. Based on this strength right here, I mean, there's a very good chance 3K's on deck, right, for a deeper retrace from this high to low. If Bitcoin keeps doing its thing, you just got to wonder what's going to happen at $114,000. If we're actually going to react, reverse, put in bearish divergence on the daily, that's just the level that I'll be watching. Just got to wonder, when are we going to get there? Like, this rally today has made it, wow, we could be there by morning. They're in 2 Bitcoin paired against Bitcoin. And just, you know, price contractions or Satoshi contraction, if you will. Sideways. You really want to see this pairing get back above 2.4 million Satoshis. Because I think if they break that, you got a real good chance of like 2.8 million Satoshis. Which means there could be outperformance. Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin, at least temporarily. That level's a major. So let's see if this consolidation can resolve bullishly, like we're looking at on the US dollar pairing. Tron looks incredible. Yeah. Tron is one anomalous coin. It has been. We're thinking that it has something to do with communist Chinese money laundering. Justin Sun's their poster boy. He falls in line with the CCP. They love him. I mean, it's. I'm thinking it's like that. It's been like that for years. But yeah, Tron. It's only up 2% today, which is kind of mid. But who cares? Yeah, Tron, dude, just marching, just intraday, highest price seen since December 17th. So we got 2025 highs today on Tron, just like yesterday and the day before. And then 4 days before that, just a lot of higher highs, or highs of the year to date. And approaching that golden zone. But leave it to Tron if conditions improve on Bitcoin, like where we're really going to all time. We're going to 114. I mean, Tron, I'm thinking 35 cents for a 618. It's beyond incredible. You gotta love the momentum shift, and then buyers recapturing level, then reconfirming its validity not once but twice, all above the 200-day moving average. It's kind of artwork what they're doing on this for now. What's up, Tariq? How you doing, man? T Exhibit. Joe Coin's insane, up 32% today. Well, Joe Coin, I remember, had an M shape. Did it ever get invalidated or anything? Violated? Look at let's get it back to the bigger ones, and then we'll look at some of these that you're talking about. Solana. There wasn't much really to write home about, you know. Maybe an M shape or something like a shark locally from April 30th being the X point.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Thanks, dude. No, dude, I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's the stream. Enjoy. Does anyone care when Bitcoin's above $110,000? I don't think so. So, yep. I mean, 135.81 would have been a better area for you to get excited about. That's such a key level, but they didn't let it get down there because Bitcoin, there wasn't any sort of edge. I mean, someone could try to say hidden bullish evidence, but it's so, how can you really decipher it in the moment? You couldn't. So Solana, it's cool. It's rallying. I mean, there were better times, right? We were here in April talking about the positive price action correlation to the 124.65 level, also the 135 level, and we had a good run. And then you topped out at the 200 moving average. You've been selling off, but hey, Bitcoin rallied, and so did Solana. So did everything. But as a swing trader, it wasn't, you know, there wasn't like a great setup, I don't think. XRP only at 1.9%, but this one was looking pretty interesting on the 4 and 8 hour. It had some bullish divergence. Really, really nice. I mean, these two lows here, the falling wedge pattern, catching some more follow through. XRP hit its highest price today since late May, so highs of June. And yeah, some of these are just holding on to some local levels that really aren't that significant because the bigger ones are just below them. But dang, man, if they're not doing that, they're actually holding on. Like, this is just like Solana, where like the early May low was rivaled once and twice, and they confirmed a bottom, and look at you now, you're rallying. It looks good. I mean, that's a nice falling wedge right there. Breakout. I mean, if you were talking about targeting, probably 245 for an 8 hour wedge. That's near 618. Yeah, looking good, man. Sellers tried once, and then they tried twice, and then they failed both times. So they relented, and now the buyer's taking back over. You can thank Bitcoin for that. How can one riot and trade at the same time? Paula T. Webb, Mark Douglas would tell you, you can't. Because if you're rioting, you're burning things, you're an actual literal insurrectionist, your mind has got to be occupied. You want a nice environment that is dark and quiet for you to conduct your business, so your mind is not elsewhere. So you can't riot and trade at the same time. You cannot trade in the zone while rioting. It's not possible. Just like you cannot trade in the zone while working out or going to church. You can't. You got to do the thing alone. Quiet. That's it. In your environment where you trade. That's how you do it. All right, so that's your XRP, and then we can look at BNB. Only at 1.9%, but like they're trying once and twice. The sellers tried once and twice, and they failed. So you're catching a rally, you're getting back up to 661, and if that holds, then you're back on deck to 691.80, which is an old all-time high from 2021. To break that, you're solid. Like, it's almost like the buyers are recatching their footing here. Where, you know, from this low to high, 88% retrace, maybe it's like an M-shaped type 1, type 2 return, and then this bonus low that indicates to us there's too much demand for the sellers to even test that inflection zone anymore. And look at you now. So I would say on BNB, if you like it, anything above 621 at this point is good. Below it, that's your line in the sand to say, I don't think it's a good idea to own BNB falling below that threshold because the downside potential is pretty massive. So you're good though. You are good. We're getting some pretty positive price action correlation to a key level. That's it. Nice. BNB holding the line. We're not dead yet, man. Just underperforming Bitcoin. That's the name of the game here. Everything underperforming Bitcoin. Yes. So those are your bigger coins, excuse me. You got some other ones like Bitcoin Cash that looks phenomenal. I mean, it's not just the daily here that's locally looking good. 372, 375, defended once and twice. It's a dragon. You had a bullish dragon breakout just like, you know, Bitcoin had. But look at the underperformance. Look at the difference between Bitcoin Cash and its retrace to Bitcoin itself. If this was the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin Cash would be trading at like $665 right now. But it's not. It's just massively underperforming. But the good news is there's opportunity for upside. I mean, your target here is pretty much $500. I like the way it's set up. I like how they're confirming levels as support. Not once, but twice, right? You do have maybe a little bit of hidden bullish divergence argument, depending on how you look at it. And yeah, it's screw the daily. Even though the daily looks pretty good locally right here. Set up for a higher price, $500. Forget it. Forget your daily. Look at your monthly. I tweeted about this, I think again. Like, I don't know. We've been here. We were here last month talking about it. It's still unbelievable. I mean, the worst case scenario, you got a $600 target. Just imagine if like what we are identifying is real, like where they have recaptured this 2017 swing low and then they reconfirmed it as support. Not once, but now twice. Bullish engulfing candle off that. And this is where you look at something and say, you know what, man? I can't be surprised if we go to $1,000. And I'll show you an example that was almost identical in its own right. It's actually, the example I'm about to give you is not even as strong as Bitcoin Cash right now. It's not. You go to Ethereum and you go to the monthly and you look at the double bottom, the massive one low, the second low here. It's like a, you know, M shape type 2. But the same thing, man. It's local confirmation. And we are like right here on Bitcoin Cash. I think in better context, to be honest. Better context. Because you already put in higher lows. So this is just business as usual. Continuation double bottom, not reversal double bottom. All right. Good looking stuff here, dude. I can't believe it either. TG, if you got some cash laying around, not financial advice, but the monthly is so good that I think it would be in one's best interest to own a little bit, just in case it goes to $1,000. Just in case it over doubles from here because of the monthly. But it might take a while. If you don't have patience, looking at a monthly chart, not a good idea because it'll take time. But the monthly is such a significant time frame when you see structures like that, so visible. And then you're looking at the daily with its own confirmation low above supports, and it's like, hey, that's more like a trigger where it's like a positive resolution is more imminent because the daily is showing us that. We're going through time scales. Monthly looks incredible, but the daily may not be ready yet. And then you go through chops, a lot of chop from May to now. But look at the chop that developed. Confirmation low in an uptrend. All right, looks good, man. I have an alert set up or something. Expat man. Maybe not, man. Maybe not. Maybe so. You just never know, dude. All right, 110, 169, 20 minutes to go till the daily close. If you're enjoying the coverage of this price action, hit that like button, that bell, up. Thanks so much for being here. I just one that I want to look at that I tweeted about today. I posted on Patreon. Posted a trade setup earlier. It was only up 2% when I posted the setup. And now it's up 11%. It was up 15% of the highs. Dude, I can't find anything better than this. If you find something like this, you would be able to construct a trading plan optimally if you could find something like comp. The symmetry is too perfect. Where this structure has developed is too perfect. There was so much demand, you can barely even tell, right? But I know it's real. So much demand, the sellers on the third valley were unable to even test 38.88. Subtle sign of strength. And those buyers were getting real aggressive. And now a positive macro day has taken comp to levels not seen since April 1st. April Fool's Day for sure on that one. But that is the target, $70 to $80, which means when it was, posted as a setup, 50% upside minimum. So I've seen this structure before. I remember Micron had it back years ago. It was so fantastic. We've seen these classic accumulation the three rising valleys, pattern. It's so pristine. The confirmation line of the pattern is being broken right now, 49.85, that second peak of the pattern. It's amazing. No, Jarrett, this is not straight choppy. This is exactly what you look for as a swing trader. We don't know if it'll play out. And we could have gotten maybe a little better of an entry, but because the upside was so nice, it was good to take a shot earlier. But now again, it's up 10% from the entry. Too fast. It's choppy to, someone who hasn't studied, but to someone that has been looking at charts for many years, this is unbelievably good. So I look forward to the day we see $70 again, so we can take a little profit. Okay, and there are other coins, man. What about Apecoin? How's it, dude? Apecoin, remember the weekly on this one? Unbelievable, dude. We are still in the space-time continuum. And who knows, it might take a while, even longer. But this is like, if you care about Scott Carney's framework, you're there. You're at the moment where, dang, dude, it'll be 6 months from now. And you'd be like, crap, dude, I wish I could go back in time and long Apecoin at 70 cents. Because of that type 2 return of that triple bullish divergence on the RSI. It's unreal. At the basement. Confirming bottom. This is like an active trade setup. Posted it. It's like hasn't really gone very far at all. But all it's going to take is some sort of Bitcoin price discovery. Altcoin season kicks off, and then holy crap, all these coins that everyone said screw them again forever. People got really emotional and gave up and quit. I just can't be surprised if we see, $2 or higher given enough time on something like Ape, which is crazy because it's freaking Apecoin, man. Scam coin, but picture a monkey. But okay, it's not about that. It's about the technicals. So it's easy to manage risk optimally in these situations. That's all it is. It's not about my project or my fundamentals. It's just about the technicals. Oh, it's crypto hoarder, man. It's a huge structure. Yeah, man. Oh, it feels so good. Yeah, and then you got, there's just other ones out there. I don't know. Like Pepe was good. Pepe's up a lot, dude. Pepe above 108,000 is glorious. They back tested the resistance as support last week, and now you're just beginning to engulf. What a great week so far. Oh yeah, man. Like the trend's good. It's like reversed because of the higher highs, higher lows, higher low, higher highs, higher lows. But nice formal back test of resistance as support. So you just can't be surprised. Eventually, Pepe is going to 166,000. And I know it's the US dollar. I'm not wasting my time with denominations. Okay. So yeah, anything above 108 on Pepe is solid. Yeah, we could like just scan through some of these, I guess, right? Cardano's holding on. There's a nice development here on Cardano. I mean, for now. It's been correcting. Not doing too hot. Lots of lower highs, lower lows, but the 65 to 69 cent level, and again, is it an opinion or is it just, oh, it's just reality? It's just, oh, a reversal point from 2022, reversal point 2023. And now it's flipped, right? The sellers violated, the buyers recaptured, then they reconfirmed it once, and now somehow they're confirming it twice. So I'm liking, Cardano above 65, 68 cents. I'm okay with it. I think there's a good chance we see 90 cents above that level. Now, below that level, it's like, nope, cut your losses fast. Nope. But that's the glory of being able to identify these assets when they're at these levels. Very short period of time will they remain here, whether they break downwards or they hold and they start running it to, again, probably 90 cents if this is a confirmation low. Not the best by far, but it's okay. I don't know, just looking at stuff like Avalanche, it looked okay, and then it dumped, and it's the same thing kind of with Cardano. It's like they put in a second low. You were thinking we're good back above key levels, and then Bitcoin kind of sold off, and yikes. But now the buyers are coming back in again, and it's like 1 and 2 here. They're trying to like confirm a higher low than these lows, and you're recapturing part of a very, very real inflection zone. It's very, very real. Like, you can't argue with its validity. How many reversals we've had here? So anything above 2059 on Avalanche, pretty good. And you might have a little form of confirmation. These are good developments. So thank God for Bitcoin. 110, 250. 13 minutes till the daily close. Goodness gracious. I haven't looked at some of these in a while. HBAR, look what they're doing. You broke out of some, supply line, but then look at this. Oh my God, this is so real. 2021, it's a key swing low. Oh, it's a reversal point in February 2021, right? Massive, like 40% reversal before running again. So no one can say that this level isn't real, okay, or should be ignored. Look at the candle close, the second test for the run. This is it, right? 16 cents. Everyone in the world should know HBAR. 16 cents is mega. All right, and here we are all this time later, and look what they're doing at this level. They are attempting to defend it. So you just got to wonder, what are the implications of buyers defending this level again going to be? That's a good question. I mean, 23 cents, 22 to 23 cents again could be on deck. They're holding the line. This is a big deal. Now, below the level, here's the thing. If buyers cannot muster a rally and the sellers come in and they take it below 16 cents, you understand that is the level to cut your losses fast, because the target is 12.4 cents. You wouldn't want to own HBAR below 16 cents, but above it, them confirming it as support. Hey, we got some good upside here. So it's all about the levels and how the price, the buyers and sellers, market participants, how they correlate to this level. And so it's kind of okay right here. Yeah, for now. And it's good until it's not. Yeah, storage. I mean, we looked at it yesterday. It's like, dang, man, they're holding on to like the 24.4 cent level. It is a swing low. Look, December 2022. Look how they're defending it and holding it. Now, the bigger part of the zone, you're below it, but looking at the weekly, it's just crazy. It is not over yet. You think it would be, though. That's what they're doing. They're trying to make you give up, I guess, on these coins, where it's just like, no, there's no hope, man. Just sell your storage and never look at it or think about it ever again. That's what they're trying to do. But I'm just thinking, if you really do have a type 2 return and they recapture 28 cents, it's just an easy 75 cent target. This is a mega size structure. we're talking how long now? 665 days of development. It's the size of a solar system. Ross, yeah, that we were just 1 week removed from me live streaming and then hearing gunshots and possibly seeing it, because, like, you know, we had a really good 1080p stream and a good view of the Bellagio fountains and I think like the walkway. I'll have to go back and look at it, but yeah. And it was 2 YouTubers. And if you don't know, 2 YouTubers had an 18-month long beef with each other, and one showed up to Vegas and murdered the other one and his girlfriend right in the middle of everyone in Las Vegas. It's crazy, man. People are nuts. So it's like, hey, why do you not collab with anyone? Because I don't want to get murdered, bro. I'm just kidding, but you know what I'm saying. It's just wild world we live in. Just protect yourself, man. So 110,323. Bitcoin at less than 10 minutes to go until the daily close is very strong right now. You can all see it. Big Jesus candle. I mean, this 4-hour candle alone, we're up. I can't see. We are up 1.51% just in this 4-hour candle. Amazing. How's XLM doing? XLM was wedging. It's good. Like, XLM's just a wedge breakout that hasn't really resolved all the way by the looks of it. What they're trying to do is they're trying to defend, it looks like, this February low, this May low. They're trying to confirm it again. Yeah, these really have not blossomed at all, have they? They're like flowers that have not budded. You're talking about yield being the bud, the blossoming of the flower. The patterns, some of the patterns were there. They've broken out, but they haven't really given us that sweet nectar of tendies. Not yet. I don't know the name of the YouTuber, dude. Finney or something stupid. It was really dumb. Like, dude was a clown. Like, he actually dressed like a clown or something. Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum's looking good. Pre-workout, what's up, dude? You know, it held that buyers defended that key support. Bitcoin rallied, and then now Ethereum's killing it, up 6+%. And it's like, man, no partial rise there. Totally off on that. There you go. H. Huey knows. Vinny the Legend. Legendary low IQ. Oh my God. He wins the award. Excuse me.
Welcome back. Just wondering about your thoughts on wrench attacks and safe storage of assets? You're right about collabs.
Wrench attacks? What you talking about, dude? Wrench attacks, like mods attacking? Safe storage of assets? Well, I mean, it's... I mean, it just... Okay, there is GLD. You can buy the ETF of gold. And then there's like, hey, I can buy a gold watch or a gold bar and have it in my safe, my vault. You can have both. But the beauty of Bitcoin is you can take it anywhere with you. Gold, you can do that too, but have fun trading gold. Where with Bitcoin, you can just plug it back into the blockchain and transact unmolested. It's beautiful. Beautiful thing. So it is like, I think it's good to have some cold storage. Why not, man? Like, it's like you're, hey, dude, if you're an American citizen, don't you want to exercise your right to vote? If you're a Bitcoin holder, don't you want to exercise your right to self-custody? Just a little bit, just to be like, I'm participating. Yeah. Whatever. Thanks, Angry Abuela, for the 1337. I did think you requested PepsiCo. We did look at it. All right. Since we started out on crypto, let's look at the index funds that did not really react, did they? They're just sitting there. It's just like, what in the... Okay, remember, when we identify these W shapes, they are just potential bat pattern right here. Potential, right? Because there has been zero reaction. We could confirm it as a valid W shape when we start seeing selling pressure come in at or near the price reversal zone. Whether it's here, it goes up to 609, whatever. It's an all-time high. It can hop, harmonic optimum price, where it rallies above the price reversal zone for reversing. So we're just sitting here.
What's up, Mitch? Thoughts on accused?
What's up, Aaron? XDC, is that Palladium or is that Copper? I can't remember. I don't think it's platinum. We'll look at it, Aaron, okay? Thank you, man. So you won't even believe it, but today, intraday, S&P 500 saw its highest price since February 24th. Multi-month highs, even if it was barely. Tested that $600, local overhead resistance from November. You can see it, the resistance January, December. It's there. So we're just like waiting on resolution, whether it reacts or just completely duds out. We're right there. Don't shoot the identifier, messenger of the bat, the potential bat. It's just, it exists, but we've seen no reaction. Dow Jones, that was just massively underperforming the S&P, sideways. It was literally flat. It was up 0.00% today. It was down $1.11, repeating, of course. So, 44,000 if you want a completed W shape. So there's more upside maybe. Above the 200 moving average, very nice. But, if the S&P starts rolling over, reacting at 886, you can say one high, maybe a second high here. Yeah. Not as crazy. Up against this March 26th peak. All right, we got 3 minutes and change to the close. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Starting to slightly exceed the price reversal zone. Just by a little bit, by a couple cents. A couple dollars. In before, nope, number go up. So far, no one can stop this train. No one. All right, just meandering on up at that 886. We're waiting on resolution, waiting on something to happen, whether it just duds out, God candle the upside, or we're going to react and we're going to see, bearish candle. We're here. We're at, it's been a long wave up, right? Waiting on resolution. 67% of y'all said we would react at this level. We're going to see. Wow, the small caps, unreal. Best performer of the day. It was the highest daily candle close on the Russell 2000 ETF since February 28th, multi-month highs. Incredible. I mean, someone be like, that's a really tall inverse head and shoulders. Maybe, because the neckline, you broke it 2 days ago. It would be a crazy tall pattern, and I don't know if you have if the shoulders are discernible enough, but I guess someone out there could be like, dang, dude, look at this thing. It's kind of real, maybe. If it is, if you were like breaking 213 and it holds, sustains, and we don't roll over, I mean, you have a $230 to $234 target. This is the next major resistance up there. You wonder if this is real. It's kind of suspect. It's not that clean. But hey, I'm not here to nitpick at the pattern identifiers. All right, we do have less than 2 minutes. So, it's your local on the 8s. Here's your Bitcoin. It is pretty much inevitable that we are going for the second highest daily candle close in history. We will have it in 1 minute. Yeah, ACH had a good day. Yep. Looks like that thing's going to go crazy. Okie dokie, roll tide roll. Indeed. James says, so divisive. What's divisive, man? What is divisive? Look at the S coins. There is no hype right now, CG. You know why? Bitcoin's $110,000. There's no retail that exists that can afford Bitcoin anymore. It's just gone, man. These levels are just unfathomable to anybody that's like, hey, I'm working a 9 to 5. I'm working real hard. I'm newer to crypto or Bitcoin. I don't know. My eyes glaze over because I know I'll never be able to afford one Bitcoin. That's why it's like this. Yeah, retail picking up extra shifts to pay bills. Exactly. It is really tough times to the normies. All right. Especially the young normies. All right, chat. There it is. Jesus chimes. Second highest daily candle close in history. And what you got to love where traders settled up above the January 20th old all-time high. That is phenomenal. Look what hey, man, it's a new day, right? So we got 24 hours of data to come in. So hopefully we have positive price action today. But if we do continue to have some sort of positive price action, it would be the first level positive Momo we've seen since May 23rd. Come on, take me to the promised land with a positive Momo candle and being back above 60 on the RSI. Lots of upside, right? Before overbought again. Let's just do the thing, man. We are really close to Haysong. Really close. Chip Flipper, he says if half the people he told to buy Bitcoin in 2017, they wouldn't need to work as hard or at all. For real. Like all you had to do was just like stay somewhat, involved with Bitcoin. I mean, for me, I didn't do that. I was like, hey, I have artwork in every room. I have Bitcoin art. Not Ethereum art, not Ethereum Classic or XR. Nope, only art, Bitcoin art. Right, so I have a Bitcoin like price ticker in my living room. It's like, family pictures and stuff like outside of it. It is a centerpiece of my home. You come in my home, it's like Bitcoin. Not religion, but below it, right? It's like, hey, Jesus, and then, hey, Bitcoin. Because we know what it is. We know. And it's like other people years ago saying they can't afford to buy Bitcoin. But if they knew what it really was, if they knew what it was going to turn into, they sure as heck would have. But they were just, I guess, too smart for their own good, too cautious, too risk averse for their own good. Remember 5 years ago, Charles Barkley was asked. He was like the basketball player from Leeds, Alabama. He played at Auburn in the NBA. And he was a degenerate gambler. Like he lost so much of his money gambling, like millions. And he was asked if he owned Bitcoin. And he said, no, my financial advisors told me it is too risky, so I do not own it. There's people like that. It's not even just normal people. It's like celebs don't get it too. But then you got, right, certain NFL players that got paid their signing bonus in Bitcoin at the top of 2021. And they held it. I know they did. One of them did. And he's killing it. Well, you misspelled his name, Robert. Get wrecked, dude. So I think we had a request. Real quick, let's just look at it. We had 2 requests. Wait a second. Well, someone requested mooting when the stream ended yesterday. It was like I was live for an hour and 20 minutes, and then the stream ends, and they're like, "No, dude, look at mooting," and I'm like hitting the end button on the stream. I'm like, "What? What can I do?" So someone wanted mooting yesterday. Anonymous did, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, "Hey, if you're above 18 cents, go with God. Go with mooting. Go with stupid baby hippo that needs to be slapped in the face that has no teeth that is very aggressive. Okay, go with it. Your target's 31 cents. Simple." Stop loss is like, what, 17.5 cents or so? That's it. That's your mooting coin analysis. Great. It's actually interesting here. 1 and 2, they tried and they failed. The sellers failed to break the support. Not once, but twice. So let's go mooting coin. Take me to 31 cents. Slap. Okay. So Modig, MODG, stomp. Topgolf. Oh my God, it's Topgolf. I went to Topgolf. just like a week ago or less than a week ago. Well, I haven't looked at Topgolf in a long time. This is an old chart channel that they're still clearly contained within, but you are requesting it because of how close we are to that 2020 low, 5-year lows. Wow, that is a very real level. Dang, Topgolf this far back, my God. So we have it like, okay, candle close more so right there, and there, and there. Okay, candle close wick. That's the zone. They couldn't even do it. They could not do it. It's up almost 15% today. It's tough because you really would like to see the asset see a test of 476.515, but they just couldn't do it. Too much demand, I guess. But yeah, it's cool to see a higher low get put in. When's the last time you saw a higher low? It's been a while. But yeah, the trend's so bad on this. Risk management wise, kind of tough, especially it gapped up today. You know, that gap's going to fill eventually. You're probably like, is it an inverse head and shoulders? Maybe. I guess. See, the problem with like trying to strategize is, do you want to buy an asset tomorrow when it was just up 15% the day before? And then it's like, well, do you want to set a stop loss below 585? Because what happens if they take it to a more strategic optimum level for risk management? And then they spend weeks there testing and holding and defending, and then a great pattern develops. And it's like, that's a better area to do it. But yeah, highest daily candle close on Topgolf since May 12th, whatever. Multi-year downtrend still intact. There's no buying campaign, that's for sure. Just a nice 99% retrace from the 2020 low to the 2021 high. That was the everything bubble. Topgolf, Rolexes, monkey pictures, virtual yachts, uranium. Dude, literally everything. Okay, 2021 everything bubble. It has not recovered. Topgolf is fun, man. 777 viewers. That's pretty lucky, man, right? Thanks for the 770 viewers. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button and the bell to sub. We're just here, congregated today, as witness to Bitcoin being above $110,000. Maybe it's just brief, but it feels real good. Really, really good. So Shark Anonymous, thanks for the 25. Let's go play Topgolf. Anyone want to play Topgolf? Let me know. I'll go. I'm down always. So it is not about the chart. It is about the fun times we have when we experience Topgolf. It's not an investment, man. If you think it's an investment, you lose, right? If you were like, my thesis is Topgolf is an investment over the past 3 to 4 years, you were wrong. You lost. But my God, going there and hitting golf balls and drinking, drinks, alcohol with friends, that's the real investment. Expense, whatever. Let's see here, man. All right. XDC for Aaron. Which was... Oh, it's a crypto. Sorry, I'm thinking X, all the X's. XAG, XAU, XPD, and then there's XDC, and it's a crypto. Wow. Yikes. The mainnet, dude. Ugh. When I look at this, nothing really sticks out as like, whoa, dude, I can't wait to go long. I'd like to go long 4 cents, 4.2 to 4.6 cents back down here. What's it doing? Like, Bitcoin just hit the second highest daily candle close in human history. What's XDC doing? It might rally here right at 5.9 cents. That might be your level, but I don't give a crap about this. There's not even bullish divergence on the lower low. I say no. I would just, man, I work hard for my money. I'm just not putting it in XDC. I don't give a crap what happens next based on this chart. I don't care. Like, it could vary. Like, dude, bears could come in at 6 cents and hold the level, and we're going to 6.8 cents. I just don't care, man. I'd rather have my money in comp, crypto, or like Tron, or even Bitcoin itself, or Bitcoin Cash, long before I'd ever think about putting my money in XDC. Sorry. No offense. People get offended, dude. I don't remember which chart this was. Dang, I had a good one. Mother of God, dude. It is one of these wrapped ether ones, I know. Can I not find it? Really, man? Come on, dude. Give me a break. Found it. Joe Coin you're talking about? Member? Yeah, they spent a little bit more time down here, definitely, than we would have preferred. Yeah, after the identification of the beautiful bullish Gartley. But look at it now. The trend is reversing. They're breaking a candle high close resistance October 2023. As you can see, July 2024. July, multiple times in July. Double tap for destroyed. Reversal in March of this year. Look, reversal in May. And now we broke it. Joe Coin was up 34%. Yeah, breaking the 200 moving average. You're pretty much, you broke out confirmed on the daily close. So, I mean, your next target's like 3.6. I'm just saying 3.6. I don't know. The denomination. Wrapped ether on Ethereum. I don't care. But it was just structure. It was the nice structure. It was the low, the higher low, another higher low. Nice bottoming bases. And now trend reversing. Keep it up, Joe. You're going to be a king, man. What happened to Harry Potter Obama coin? A new one came out. It was like Dumbledore, Trump, something. What's the other one? What was it called? Trump Dumbledore. Can somebody help me? Whichever one it is, so I remember. I don't, because I don't care that much. But there is a new sheriff in these offices. We can look at some of the Mag 7s just for fun. Best to worst. Tesla up 4.55%. Buyers have recaptured a very key level. All that scariness. They recaptured the 200-day moving average as well. Wow, what a close. Just when you thought it was over for Tesla, they somehow maybe put in a higher freaking low. And it's doing what some of these altcoins are doing, where they put in two lows. Now they're putting in two lows that are higher than the first two lows. That's like accumulation. What? But above $300, you can breathe a sigh of relief. 313 though is another one you want to really get back above. I think 300 is the big one. Like, look left from history, 2021 peak. I think you just correlated to that level. Look at that perfect back test. You're above that now, so that's could be in good shape, man. Amazon, baby. Highest daily candle close since February 20th. Multi-month highs. Heading on up to the deeper retraces. 233.886. And that is pretty much confluent with an overhead resistance from December. So, yeah, that's... You're going, man. Google, let's go, baby. Highest daily candle close since late February. It all started with a scary headline of AI, and the buyers defended on the close the old 2021 high, but it happened to be the third valley. And look at you now. I mean, I think you're targeting for gap fills. $199, $200 psychological levels, overhead resistance from December. Okay, well, let's say at first 192 on deck, because you got that swing high from July last year. It's good. big technology. It is not whack. It is good. Nvidia intraday highest price seen since January 24th, and nearing that 88% retrace from the high to low here, getting to the deep retraces. So even if you react and pull back here, you're still going to probably be fine, because wherever the sell-off concludes, it's going to be a higher low than the April 23rd low. So yeah, dude, they are doing things. Seasonality on Nvidia in May is undefeated. Well, the stat is 90 out of all the years that Nvidia has existed as a publicly traded company, 90% of their Mays end positive. 90. So you just be like, to bet against Nvidia in May is stupid. Just statistically speaking, stupid. So it's been the whole month of May. Look what it's been doing. Same thing it almost always does. Microsoft, can we get some Jesus chimes? Because the highest daily candle close in human history. Bill Gates, man boobs, doing things. What's our 1272 now? $500. 501. It's a real breakout, and you're going to run into price discovery. $500 makes perfect sense because it's psychological and it's Fibonacci confluent. Hype in the chat. Meta down 0.5%, but intraday, Meta hit its highest price since February 20th. We got a bunch of multi-month highs on the Mag 7. Man, what a spring back test. What it manifested into. Beautiful. Nearing an 886, so could start catching a reaction or pause, as we see a lot at 886s. Could start working on some bearish divergence on the MACD. Any pullback, you'd think be a higher low and you run again. Yeah, man, this is a big time recovery occurring on Magnificent 7. But here, remember, okay, I'm saying there are all these good things happening, but we know the S&P and the NASDAQ are just sitting at perfect 886s. When reaction, when anything, when something, we're at the spot where it historically happens a lot. Apple down 1.2%, kind of the worst of the 7, not just today in performance, but just overall. Like, this is the worst. Like, they could come in, it's in a downtrend, but it's become more neutral because, like, you're contracting, right? You've got low, higher low, same low, lower highs, right? You have lower highs but higher lows. You're above a key support, but you're bearish engulfing. You're not doing very well. So it's like a downtrend with now a neutral structure that is developed. And I think it's a coin flip. Go either way. Like, it can start recovering, but it looks the worst of the Mag 7. Okay. Let's look at gold real quick. Forgot that one. It's okay, man. I mean, I don't even know if this is real. It's an idea. They've already broken the supply line, but I don't know what this pattern's turning into. Like, the supply line, they broke it. They haven't really even back tested it yet. The M4 gold just keeps going higher because the US dollar is losing it. We're going through a major monetary shift, and gold has proven to be the asset that not just central banks but just sovereign countries are buying in actual boatloads, crap loads, whatever. Strong, but it's not about at all gold anymore, because gold's like Bitcoin for metals. What happens when you have a really strong macro? Like, if Bitcoin does very well long enough, has good runs, and starts breaking resistance, some days it just stalls, while altcoins, Ethereum, XRP, they go berserk. And that's what's going on in the metals market. The laggards are coming awake as gold or silver just put in its highest daily candle close. Who wouldn't believe it? Since February of 2012. So we're talking like 13-year highs on silver. And, approaching that monthly 3750 target, that the A point of the harmonic, or C point? The C point, yeah. And if they break that, you've got like 4160, 4380, but you're looking possibly at a $48.50 silver in time. Remember the rising 3 methods on the monthly never became invalid. It was close, but played as a continuation pattern. We're going, man. Beautiful. I mean, this is the monthly, dude. On the monthly, we're only 10 days into this month. Silver is up 11.47% and breaking a mega resistance. So what is this candle going to look like in the next 20 days, 21 days? And then you can look at some other metals, dude. Some other metals. Yeah, look at frickin' Palladium, man. Unreal, like what they did. I mean, just look at this. It's so phenomenal. Like they kept testing and testing and testing and testing and testing and failing and testing and failing. And then finally, new life, right? Highest daily candle close on Palladium since November of last year. Multi-month highs, 6-month plus highs, above the 200. Look at this. I bet it looks, yeah, I mean, being above the 50, the 200, the 20, look at that. You're above all the moving averages now. Finally breaking away, which isn't really that big of a deal. Who cares? But I think like if it's a range 1250 Palladium, good stuff, like good price action locally in the end. Like someone could have come in here maybe on like a lesser time scale, like 8 hour, and been like, dang, man, it's kind of like what comp is doing to its own degree. Like you got 1 and 2 and 3 here. Right, you got class accumulation. Maybe even forget this one and just say it's these 3 together. I mean, 1, 2, 3, and they're all correlating to support resistances looking left. I mean, that is classic accumulation on the very tail end, and look at it starting to accelerate. It's really nice. That's the stuff you're kind of looking for. 3 valleys, accumulation structures, add supports. That's what we had on comp. There's hidden bullish divergence on the oscillators on the 3rd valley here too. That was nice. Cool. Metals are taking over the world, man. Not so much copper. Copper is making a comeback, but not. I mean, it's up nearing old all-time highs, right? It's up against an old all-time high from 2022, but no breakout yet. Maybe have alert set up above $5. You hear that beep. Looking good. So, but I mean, this one recently hit all-time highs, whereas Palladium didn't. Platinum did not. Platinum, that was just a heart rate monitor for many years, like 9-year heart rate monitor, finally caught some separation. We got the highest daily candle close confirmed on Platinum today in 4 years. So Jesus chimes there. Already did Mog. Already did Mog, bro. All right. Just don't be surprised. I mean, Bitcoin is so close. I think all that's happening right now is just more testament to what is happening to your purchasing power. That's it. Is platinum really appreciating in value? No. Is Bitcoin really appreciating? I think Bitcoin might be your strongest argument for an asset that is actually appreciating in value, because you have institutions and boomers that are in countries that see its value and where it's going, its inevitability. Got it. It's getting on-ramped by the big boys. We're living it right now. But gold's been around 6,000 years, platinum thousands of years, right? All these metals, these assets are appreciating just because your purchasing power, I think, is collapsing. Oh, and forget about it. Like the big, beautiful deal or whatever that Trump's going to get passed or might get passed. I don't even know. Guess what? Deficit will increase. Our debt will increase. Nothing will change on that end. No fiscal responsibility in sight. That's why Elon and Trump are having problems. Yeah, if only the bill wasn't full of pork and all this crap, and it was just those few things that were good for the American people, I get it, but there's too much spending. But in the end, for us, I know a lot of you have been watching for years. For us, it's a huge W, because we own the hardest money on the planet, which is Bitcoin, being hardcore on-ramped by institutions and countries almost daily in restaurants. My beef tallow and my steak and shake. So it's great for us, but for everyone you know, it's pretty terrible what's going on. It's not changed. That's the status quo since 08, really. The status quo has been, oh my God, you're going to get murdered by inflation. Hope you own something that keeps up with or outruns it, but it's on another level now. The amount of debt these presidents are taking on. I mean, it was like Trump, COVID, Biden, now Trump again, just ton. Obama too. But Obama had to do it, nationalize the banks because they were gonna collapse. But since Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump again, it's just crazy money. Trillions of dollars. And you pay for it unless you own something like Bitcoin or gold, Nvidia, big tech, bro. Not Ethereum. Sorry. If you owned Ethereum past 4.5 years, you lost. You got wrecked by inflation. It destroyed you. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. No, Stray, I did not. Why? Were they filing for bankruptcy, dude? Inflation, well, oh yeah, we can look at MicroStrategy and Coin, I guess, yeah. MicroStrategy had a good day. Hello? What the? Wrong chart. Yeah, it was up 4.7%. They're pivoting it kind of randomly. It's not at any inflection point. So they're going to go test 404 again, and this is all dependent on Bitcoin. Like, if Bitcoin's able to really do things, break to all-time highs, go to 114, go beyond 114, yeah, you're going to probably see a 440 MicroStrategy. If they break 440, though, that's where it's like breaking 440 is like, whoop, straight up 23% to 540. It would be anomalous from the previous cycle. If you remember the previous cycle, chat. Bitcoin 46K, MicroStrategy below top, right? Look at this, 65K Bitcoin all those months later, substantially lower. And look, that whole summer and then the recovery into the all-time high, not even close to the blow up top. So it's like, is it different this time? Could be. No, I didn't.
Straight tip $25. Jonathan Nation.
We can look.
Can we look at iRobot if you didn't look at it? If you did look at it already, then dealer choice. Mitch, I paid 20 at the end of the stream yesterday for Moodang. Can we look at it?
Bro, I got you. You must be late. Vor, chat, give him the scuttlebud. I knew, and I did look at it today for you. You just have to rewind a little bit. But thank you, dude. Right, chat? I looked at Mooding Coin. We talked about the little baby hippo. And it had a little double bottom. Buyers defended that key level, and if it holds, I think it's $31 dollars or cents or something. I can't remember. But I looked at it for sure, in depth. So iRobot, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know, like it was filing for bankruptcy. Look at the earnings. Wow, great earnings. Terrible, like just hemorrhaging money. And it's recovering. I mean, if it was going to run, you would just probably target for 591. That September 9th low. And the 200 moving average. And that's it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's real bad. It was up 6.82%. It was the highest daily candle close today since March 11th. We could be island bottom reversing. You could island bottom reverse. Crazy volume on that candle. And then after that crazy volume candle, the selling came in, and you can see subtly that buyers, there were more than before. So that's an interesting little volume tell. More than before. Highest daily close in months. I would think a gap fill target would be good on iRobot, 635, which means if it was going to continue to run just to fill the gap, forget anything else, it's a 49% upside just to gap fill and still remain below the key level from 2009 and 2024. Unreal. That's crazy. So, yeah, it's someone's coming in right here. I don't know who that was.
We call them poor.
What's up, Colorado Trader? I think you do. Yes, we call them poor. Unfortunately, we don't call them poor, you know, because we like it. We just call them poor because they had ample opportunities. There were people around us that we would talk about it. Their eyes would glaze over. They would look at you like you're crazy. Dude, people thought I lost my mind. In 2017, 2018, 2019, they thought I went crazy. Like, dude, what happened to Mitch, man? He like got all in Bitcoin and stuff. And it's like, I've been trading stocks for years at that point. And I just kind of found out what Bitcoin really was and became obsessed and fell in love with it fundamentally, with what it is, what it stands for, what it does. Yeah. So, those people are poor. And there's no shame in calling them poor. Like, they decided to stay poor. You had a choice years ago to make a decision on an asset that is now trading at $110,000. But it was at one time $3,000. I mean, I'm talking, of course, it was $0. But even like I felt out like I was late to Bitcoin, getting in to this market between $1,000 and $20,000. So yeah, we call them poor because they were just too smart. They were geniuses, right? Nah, that's not going to work, man. It's a scam. Whatever you want to call it, you lose. Hey, you're still working a 9 to 5. But it's stable. It's a stable job. Yeah, right. I mean, the thing is that you probably might not be working a 9 to 5 because you're getting laid off. Hundreds of thousands of job layoffs this year alone. It's only 6 months in. Like every day there's massive layoffs at companies. Hold on one sec. Yeah, they might be poor and they still thought Bitcoin was a scam, so they double lose. They thought that they had a stable job. They thought that they had a good career. They could trust their employer. You can't trust employers, man. Welcome to late stage, whatever we are. It's like we're right before singularity, before AI completely takes over. We're just in those at the beginning stage of that, and it's just going to be more layoffs, more outsourcing to AI, cutting back. Why would we need all these employees? We don't need them. Put the fries in the bag is what those people that thought you were crazy, thought I was crazy, that's what they might be doing. But that job might be gone too, because we know that robots are already putting fries in bags. We know that there are already robots that are...
Yes, I have iRobot at 2.45 and I was looking at the last 3 months. I should have asked you to zoom in a little.
Well, it's Some bids have been coming in, man. We all know that robots can optimally, succinctly do laundry now. They can clean toilets now. I've seen the robots. They do it. It's spotless. They will be making food. No one will be driving cars. There will be no more Uber drivers. It'll just be automated cars powered by NVIDIA Blackwell. And there were so many of those people, despite them, like whether they were working, really nice IT jobs, or they were at lower end, a lot of them had a choice at one point to say yes, to let the Bitcoin into their heart, into their wallet, into their portfolio, or they said no. And most of them said no. And it's just how reality is now. But the ones here, we said yes. And we won. We were in Vegas. A lot of us, we were out the patio, hot tub. And I cheers to everyone. I'm like, dude, this is just to winning. We did it. We won. We effing won. And it feels so good. Okay, so yeah, dude, iRobot looks good. I mean, possibly to fill a gap, and that'd be crazy upside potential. So you're onto something. You've already doubled up, man. Just hold on. It looks pretty okay. Now, if they can't break this 440 level, could be. I mean, that's probably your last resistance before big markup. If they can't break it, this would be the level where it reverses. So you really want to pay attention. Maybe have an alert set up on iRobot above 447. Because if you hear the beep, man, it could be going to that gap fill. Yeah, and the toughest journey for the one who let the Bitcoin into their heart was to never get too immersed in the insane cults of the ICOs and the crypto scams, the NFTs. You got too romantic with these projects that spent massive millions of dollars on marketing for their scams and their cults. They all lost. They're all this. Remember that scam? That's all they are now. Hey, we got a few that are trying to set up, man. Hey, we got a couple accumulation structures for a trade, but talking about long term, they're jokes. So I can look at comp and be like, that's a beautiful structure at a key level, good reward of risk, but I could still be like, it's still garbage. Good upside. Okay, well, you would pump it, you would dump it, you would sell it you'd have no price objectives where you'd exit eventually. You would not hold on to comp. But yeah, because it will always 886, like they always do, these cycles, these altcoins, they'll put in higher lows, but every time they pump, they eventually top out and they lose 88% plus to 100% of their value, and they reset and they do it again, and again, while Bitcoin continuously makes fresh all-time highs. Never makes 886s. Nope. Bitcoin is, highs of the day, chat. I mean, albeit barely, but it's reality. Dude, they broke my, they broke all my stream
Anonymous
elements.
tipped $25. Trump coin 2-week chart. Could be the next legendary ADA style pattern. Hashtag hopium.
That's definitely hopium. We'll see, dude. But Trump coin, I'm sure if the macro does things, it'll do things too. It's probably gotten more of an argument than any other altcoin because it's got the president of the United States. They could just tweet something and it's just gone. Yeah, it's I would say Trump coin has better fundamentals because there are no fundamentals on any of these, So it's kind of crap. It's kind of garbage. If you really wanted it, you would want an 886 here, but I don't know. Do you just regard this level here or this one and be like, okay, they're holding 968. Let's go. yeah, there's nothing that sticks out as like a great setup here. Like for the swing trader that identifies patterns, structures, good levels, it's just not really here. That's okay. Most of the time it's not. But yeah, maybe they put in one low and a second low here. A lot of other altcoins are trying to do that too, right? Even though they're not perfect. This one goes lower than this one. It doesn't matter. Both of these lows are higher than this low. So as long as 965 holds up. You said you wanted the 2 week though. 2 week on Trump coin. Well, let's be real here. Cardano on the monthly, that legendary rising 3 methods was the monthly, not the 2 week, the bi-weekly. Second off, the context made perfect sense. What is a rising 3 methods? It is a continuation pattern. This would end up having to be a reversal pattern, which is weird. Like, you're not looking for rising 3 methods to act as reversals. So, and you're not talking about, you're saying, okay, that means Trump coin would have to close in 13 days above $15. Yeah. And then you'd have a rising 3 methods, but you have 4 candles of the 5. The 5th one has to be a godlike engulfing candle. So, all right, if you want to take a shot, go ahead, man. But let's wait till it's painted to even say it exists. It doesn't even exist. And the volume signature is all effed up too, sir, because you want high volume on the first candle. On the 3 candles, you want very, very low volume. That's not the case. And then on the last candle, you ideally want the highest volume. So volume signature for the rising 3 methods here that doesn't even exist. It's not even a thing, not even a breath. You don't really, just, we'll see, I guess. All right, I'll think about it. Call me in 2 weeks, Larry. Who cares? Trump going Bitcoin, man. This is it. Yeah, Maker looks great. Maker, send it, dude. Maker going higher. Maker, highest price seen right now since December 16th. Highs at 2025. I mean, you're looking at $23.57, but probably $3,100. Maca, maca, cranberry vodka. All right, this one looks up against a resistance now, a big one. To break this, major consequences. Good uptrend. They broke supply line. You got higher highs, higher lows. This one looked better than almost all of them. And hidden bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. I mean, just get ready, dude. Probably higher prices on Maca. This is the 2-day too. I don't even look at the 2-day. What the heck? It doesn't matter. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Hidden divergence on the daily as well. Less than 1 million supply. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Maker. I tweeted about Maker like 6 weeks ago. It's like, hey man, this one looks better than most. It looked better than Ethereum. I don't give a crap what Ethereum did. It looked better than almost all the cryptos. Just did. I'm a Filecoin, yeah, dude. Just throw it in the rest, Throw it in. It'll do okay if Bitcoin rallies. LAC's fine. It's just, dude, it's one that will make people quit. It's fine, dude. It's literally spring back test of spring. I get it, man. You're done with me. I'm tired of you talking about LAC, bro. You talk about LAC one more time, I'm never watching again. It's like, but dude, look what they did or they're trying to do. It's not like my opinion. Spring back test of spring. It is the first one we got. So it's like, if you haven't owned this, might be a good time with a tight stop at like 255. That is so tight and strategic, and you have so much upside if it doesn't fail. You are in the space-time continuum right now, losing your mind. But if you come back, if it plays out, the TA is respected, this harmonic framework plays out, you 382, 517, 678 gap fill up there. You're there right now. But yeah, everyone gave up. Everyone's tired of it. Everyone quit, of course, like always. Yep, people just, I have patience. No, it's not doing anything. Screw this. I'm not even looking at it ever again, but look at it. Doing the magic springback test, which is one of your most powerful technical indicators that exist in TA, is right here. Coinholio. I mean, you hold it, dude. This is the last place to give up on an asset. It is the dumbest place in the world. You will, if it plays out and you got rid of it in the past week or two, you will be so upset with yourself for giving up. And if it fails, yeah, okay. I'm telling you, you can have a tight stop, strategic, whatever, but the upside is tremendous here. Okay. So it's been a good stream, man. Been live hour 40 minutes. Second highest daily candle close on Bitcoin ever. We broke the January 20th old all-time high. We're threatening for a new all-time high. It could be as soon as tomorrow, today, tonight. We don't know. You're so close, you just don't know. It could happen anytime. 1.44% away from all-time highs. Bro, they could do it tonight so like effortlessly. Asia, they might try it and be like, dang, man, it should have been live for 5 hours when it happened, but all right, chat. It's been a good time. It's always a good time to see y'all. Talk about charts, what we love. Of course, Bitcoin itself. So thanks for coming out. Thanks to likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back. Until next time, respect. T.A.
Anonymous tipped $25.